Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for the next 2 weeks. This is going to be a general reading, and if this resonates, hit the like button and subscribe so your energy can create a ripple effect in the fabric of reality. We're going to start with your coffee cup. This is going to be more about the people, places, the pathways, circumstances, more of the material things. And then I'm going to do a deeper dive with your tarot, which is going to reflect more of your spiritual inside, what's happening in there, how it is reflecting outside, and also maybe some of the people influences coming forward from that one as well. But this is much more material here. We have a ghost. I know that's not a material thing, but this can be also like the ghost actually is someone wearing a sheet over them. We have horns right here. The horns we have the signs with horns can be an Aries, Capricorn, or a Taurus right here. This person is dragging another ghost behind them. Ghosts can be like, actually, I feel the energy of maybe wearing a cloak, covering themselves, or maybe doing things behind the curtain that you don't really realize. Some things are moving in a direction, but you don't know who this person is doing these things. The horns can be like an indicative of their zodiac sign or their behavior. Because Capricorn's the goat, tends to be stubborn, can be a little bit single-minded and goal-oriented, focused to the goal, not to process the outcome and all of those stuff. Not really living in the moment is not their forte. Okay, if this is an Aries, can be extremely passionate, but also Aries is the first zodiac, so can have a little bit of thinking for themselves, that kind of mindset. If this is the person you're dealing with, Taurus can be a much more gentle attitude. Okay, but this person has another one behind them, dragging them with them, and this is a pathway opening. This seems like within the second week. And now I start to feel the energy that you might be the one dragged behind them. This can be someone who is their eyes on the prize. They're setting off to an adventure. We have a raven here calling them that they're following. And maybe you are participating in this person's adventure here. So what is it? How is it going to serve you when you follow them? If this is a person who likes to get things done, so they're going to eventually get a result out of the situation, so you can benefit from that. This can be material success at the end of the day that will pay you as well. This can be a life experience that you will gain. You can put on your resume, or you can actually have like in your spiritual resume in life that can actually help you find the right options for you. This can also be something that you always wanted to try, but you never get your hands on, and maybe something that you will enjoy very much, an experience that you'll enjoy very much, and you'll continue this pursuit. Or maybe this is something that you're not going to prefer. You're going to say, you know what, I tasted, I don't like it, now I move on to the next thing. But this will be removed out of your energy field if this is actually keep popping in your mind, if you wanted to do it all the time. This can even be a road trip. Maybe you wonder how it's going to feel like going on a road trip with this person, and then you will recognize and realize how it is going to actually affect you. Okay, and or changes your life. In your heart space, this is actually home space that I see two people sitting across from each other. One of them is becoming a genie here. You can see their tail is coming out of the bottle, and there's a mustache in front of them. This can be a person, a masculine figure who has authority over a subject, okay? And it seems like there's a conversation happening. If you're avoiding a conversation with this person, maybe it's time to sit down and start talking about the future or your desire, because this person might have an effect on this thing. Effect in the sense of maybe they are actually a cog in the wheel, or they are someone, their word is going to change certain things for you. They can affect the course of the process, the progress. So that's why maybe expressing yourself to them can really help them, let them help you. Another thing here, because when you start speaking certain things out loud, that actually clarifies what's happening inside of you and also what you're observing in a situation. If you're feeling like you're complaining about something, or if you're feeling like someone's attitude is disturbing you, if you talk to this person while you're talking to it, you might actually find a solution. I'm looking at this card here. It says creativity, caught my eye. So you might come up with a creative solution to this situation in your mind. And also, like, the stones, the pieces can fall into the right places when you express yourself. So if this, I feel like this is someone that you are feeling like, okay, I need to talk to this person, but avoiding it. But this might be the first week here. You might get a chance to even have like a across the table kind of like a sitting down together communication might the chance might actually appear there. So if you want to talk, it's time to start expressing that. Another thing I see here, this kind of forms a W, this mustache. So this can be a win, a big win for you when you express yourself. And this can be something, let me see, like you have a bird above your head. Maybe you want to talk about some news that is coming or that has come already. And this expression of those news can actually affect this person's life as well. Maybe you are also carrying something very important and information that is related to this person too. Okay. Another thing I see here, there's a diva. I felt that diva energy. She's casting a spell right there. Letter E is visible. E can be in their first name or the last name. And this can be a person, a feminine figure, which is extremely powerful. The positive effect of that is they are actually casting something, maybe verbally, they're speaking something into reality, which will affect your outcome as well. And I even see there's like a spoon forming that is feeding you. There's masculine energy. The masculine energy doesn't have to be male, but this can be two things. The masculine energy can be the action that you're going to take, and the spoon feeding you can be your inspiration to what to do, where to go, who to talk to, how you're going to lift the things off the floor, off the ground. Or this can be a masculine figure that the energy is feeding this person, inspiring them to help you with the subject in your hand. Okay, I see a legal paper here forming behind this person's head, and there's a tears of joy actually fall out of it. The legal paper can be representative of maybe a contract, or this can be representative of a plane ticket or anything like has value in the material world that when you sign, it doesn't have to be signed, but it is going to actually move things towards you, your desires. A contract can be reflective of sales contract, buying something, purchasing something, coming into agreement with a situation. If you have a situation that didn't resolve for a while, I see also timeline as 1 is the key. 1 week, 1 year, maybe it just started 1 year ago, and it can be the time that this is resolving. Okay. Another thing, this person being fed with a spoon, this can be someone you are in conflict with, maybe opposes to you, doesn't allow you to do things you want to do, or maybe you have something valuable that is yours. And it seems like here, this person casting this spell, or maybe speaking this into reality, is going to help this person move towards a positive direction for you. Okay. So if you have, like, this can be a person, like I said, the letter E is the key. Letter E can be in your initials in your name as well, where you're living. So this can reflect that this might be your energy, you speaking this into the reality, speaking your desire into reality. Another character I see here is a vulture waiting there. Vultures kind of sounds like a negative character, but the animals are symbols. They have symbolic value. They do not really carry negative intentions. This can be representative of something to be waiting for to be cleaned up. Okay, this legal paper can be the final step of that's coming in and resolving the situation. But after that mess needs to be cleaned up. Vulture can be a person coming into your life to help you clean up that. Or this can be an outside resource or outside entity showing up to take the parts away. Maybe this is, if this is about moving, because I see the pathways are opening outside of your comfort zone, but maybe you're waiting for a paper to come in the mail, or you're waiting for an approval to show up. When it comes forward, and if you're wondering, oh, okay, if it comes forward, I don't know how to clean up this mess. I don't know how to move everything. I don't know how to take care of the situation. The vulture can be the one coming and sweeping it. And maybe if this is about moving, this can be the right person who's going to pack everything in one day and move you to another place. This can be maybe you want to clean up, get rid of everything and start anew. This can be the person, the energy is going to show up and help you clean up that space. So if that's the burden on your mind, that you're thinking, oh, I don't know how it's going to be taken care of when I achieve success in this endeavor, it seems like the things are going to align perfectly. You're going to be in the right place in the right time. Another thing with the vulture's energy, I feel like here maybe you want to accomplish something, but you don't know how it's going to be taken care of. Again, it comes to the same thing. This is basically giving you the signal that you don't need to worry about those kind of things. You just need to worry about what you truly want, your intention, okay? Clarifying your intention. Another thing I see here, there's a letter I, someone standing, shining like a light. There can be a support coming in. And this vulture doesn't have this kind of like a bag of money with them. So it can be something, if this is about money issue, it seems like it is going to be taken care of too, okay? The person here standing is actually wrapped by a dragon right here. You're the dragon energy. Letter I can mean their first name or the last name. And this person is shining like a light and you are wrapping around this person. Someone can be influencing your E with the I, influencing your energy, giving you positive energy, and maybe even boosting your passion after you accomplish one thing that you desire. This can boost other passions that you have. Another thing with the dragon, your freedom. Freedom is the key. And this can be maybe breaking free from a mindset or a person that has been holding you back for a while. That's why you're wrapping around the person and now you're taking control of the situation here, okay? And it seems like it's going to be physical control. This can be maybe if you are fighting for a position at work, someone is on a higher position, maybe they have an upper hand. It seems like you are going to rise above them, okay? Let's see another thing. I see the pathway opening here. This is looking like the end of the first week. There is a bag of money waiting for you here. There's a dog right above it, Joe. Someone is guarding this thing. So it can be something that maybe you ask for from someone, or just you think this is your worth and value. This is belonging to you. But it seems like there's a guard dog of someone that you need to maybe like give them the right key, the formula, the secret code, so they can it can be removed out of the way. Or the guard dog can be also like something. I don't feel like this is someone in between you and the blessing. This can be even something questioning, are you loyal to the cause? Do you want this truly? Or this is something that you saw someone having and then asking it to become your reality? Okay, so that's the loyalty to the cause. Actually, are you really wanting this? Because it is going to come with the blessings and the burdens. Okay, so that's why there's a pathway that you travel towards it. When you travel the pathway, the mental pathway, maybe even physical pathway, you're going to actually assess all these things when you get there, if you want it truly. Okay. Another thing I feel, there's a galloping horse. You can see the head of the horse here. Horse takes a pause though, stops for a second, which has the energy of the King of Pentacles. No, the Knight of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy here. The Taurus is inside the cup, so I don't think this is someone outside here. the first person that we saw, like wearing a sheet over them. This is someone who has stability, who values stability and structure. And it seems like here they are actually facing, there's a snake right there, a transformation. The transformation, metamorphosis, they're going through it, and something is stopping them on their tracks, even though the horse is stably walking towards a desire. And it seems like this is also affecting because you're the one riding the horse. The person is Taurus. Maybe this is your companion along the journey. And this is also stopping you as well. Maybe someone that you are actually developing some things together, maybe going into a relationship together, is pausing for a while, slowing down because they're having an internal transformation. And this is also maybe reflecting on you, reflecting what they're going through is actually striking some questions in your mind. It's okay to look at that, but it's not a time to stop for you. Okay? You can just keep moving forward towards the destiny, towards the goal. You don't have to stop because they stopped. Okay? You don't have to ride together here on this journey. And I feel like when they actually go through what they are completing the situation, when they go through it, they're going to continue. They're going to come back. They're going to reach to you. Okay? Let's dive into your saucer now. If you have a specific question and desire intention, hold it in your mind. What I see here before I actually look at that, there's an angel wing right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different good news coming in. And 5 different good news or small news from outside of a comfort zone. This can be an email coming in, or like this tiny little things can happen that you appreciate it, and take them as a sign, take them as good omens from the universe. Okay, do not take them as, okay, that's tiny, like a free coffee, for example, or I felt the energy of maybe a neighbor bringing you some bread, homemade bread, or something little. Take them as signs that you are on the way to your desires. Okay, let's see, because there's an angel wing or also appearing here. So it is something like those symbols, like 1111, if you see it on the clock, or like I keep seeing 1111, 2121, or maybe 2323. So these can be little signs that yes, you are on the right pattern. Okay, let's see the answer to the question. I see a massive fish forming here. This kind of looks like a merman. I'm going to describe what I see. I know this is not colorful or anything, but I see here kind of like a Viking type of a character, a male, long hair, beard, like this orange hair, maybe or like orange blonde, strawberry blonde. And I know this is very specific, but it's a gentle giant's energy. And your desire coming slowly but surely. It's not a rushed business from the divine, but it is something stable. We have a coffee cup right here. You might be having a coffee with this personality. And gentle giant, because I see the tail forms like a water creature. This person might have some water in their chart, maybe a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, and can align with your chart as well. Okay, so maybe your Sagittarius moon or Sagittarius sun, but you have water on your Venus, so this person can be someone who has water on their Venus, okay, which is aligning with your Venus sign. And this is gently swimming towards you. Like I said, I have a coffee cup here. This can be like, it has a straw in it, so it can be iced coffee. I see tears of joy falling out of that, and this kind of looks like a crowd here. So with this person, maybe you're stepping into a community situation, a crowd situation, but initially the meeting is going to be, you can see like face to face here. There's an I right there. I see kind of like a reversed P, Patrick, Patricia, Penny, Penelope, can be in someone's first name or the last name, is looking at you when you come together with this person. They're like, oh wow, who's this? That they might have that kind of energy here. And you might start very gently to engage with this person, but the thing is, this person keeps wrapping around your heart space. So they might really speak to your heart. You might really click together. And this can be also a partnership of a business, because I see that like this part is kind of forming a fish too. This person might have some wealth in their hand to share. So it can turn into something material. But okay, this kind of looks like number 9. There's a heart shape. You might also have a loving revelation when this person shows up in your energy field. Maybe this is going to show you that, oh, not everything is like this. Not every person is like that. This is going to be some enlightenment moment that will raise your energy as well. Another thing I see here, there's someone, I don't know if you can see this person with a hat, which has like a straw, like a piece of wheat in their mouth, and they have a tray and they're serving something in the tray, and the tray has a person on it too. So we have a letter J here. J can mean their first name or the last name. Jack, the person that is being served to you. So take it in the sense of, like I said, this is going to have people in it. There might be a person out there who can be a great inspiration to you, or a connection for you, or a reference for you. And it seems like someone with authority with a hat, someone who has power over certain things, are offering this person to you with a tray. The offering doesn't mean that they're just going to, like, you're going to have eat this person. It doesn't mean that. It means like on a tray doesn't mean that. It means like someone can actually give you a reference or a referral of someone. Call this person. This is the phone number. Email this person. That kind of energy, and that can have something that you desire, that's served in a gold platter kind of energy. Okay, this person might actually come back and respond back to you with a very positive attitude, or show you a way to handle things that will go smoothly rather than pushing and kicking. Okay, so that's why when you get that kind of like offers from someone that you know, maybe referrals, it's time to maybe pick up the phone, or even like just, we have something right now called World Wide Web that can help us reach to the past, the future, the present, everything that is visible, makes it visible. So you can type it in there and see what's happening with this person's energy. You can look at a picture and see even that picture reflects the person's energy. Let's get into your tarot now. We're going to start with your current situation, what's going on with your energy. And also, like I said, we can have people showing up confirmed by the cards, which we see in the cup too, okay? We have a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is loving, nurturing, Taurus energy right here. So the Taurus in your cup can be this person who has resources available, who has bunnies that can multiply really fast. The bunnies symbolize fast growth. And even though they are slow to act, so slow in the nature of, because this is Earth. Earth grows things slowly. Earth doesn't like sprout the beans in 1 second. Okay, because we don't know what can happen. If every seed that we plant can sprout at this moment on the planet Earth in the literal sense, then we will have a problem to establish our housing, because there's definitely going to be a seed under your foundation. Okay, so she knows how to grow the right seeds. Okay, so this is your current situation. You can tap into this energy at this moment, or you are tapping into it already. Or this can be someone who knows this, how to take care of the situation that is coming into your life now. You don't need to wait for them to show up to it. One's energy is about planning. Start to take next steps, bold and ambitious choices. If you have any bold, adventurous desires like this and you are hesitant about it, Two of Wands is telling you, grab paper and pen and start writing things down. Start planning it. Continue to move forward. Expand your plans, because you're going to receive the right resources in the current moment. The Emperor is taking charge, Aries. Like I told you, there's a person. I want to check their energy. This person look like they're doing some things behind the curtain, but it seems like they're doing something positive. But like I said, this person is the first zodiac, so they might be someone who wants to take the lead and take charge of the situation. But I feel like they are also maybe becoming an example to you, so you can actually learn and do the same thing. You can run your own show if you observe them carefully. Let's see the past effects of that. Strength. So if you're looking at the past and seeing all the pain and misery, strength is basically telling you there are such great lessons that you have learned. Now you know better. There's a Maya Angelou quote. She said to Oprah, when you know better, you do better. Now it's a time that you know better. What is done is done. It's in the past. Now it's like an experience, like a baby learning how to walk one step at a time. You got this. You learned it already. Now it's time to pull out that information and use it on your benefit. Okay? Because if the past is charged energetically with emotion, if you have still an emotion in a memory, you cannot see the lesson. You cannot see the gain out of that situation. So maybe it's also important to work on those emotions to get rid of them. Another thing I have here is something that you have got offered in the past. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio again here. The person that we see in your cup may be someone that you already know, who is powerful, also gentle giant, romantic, loving, and kind of like not really, he is not strawberry blonde, but he is kind of like a blonde here too. The ones that I saw here can be actually someone that you offered you something in the past already. Okay, they're gonna show up again in your energy, but you probably know who this person is. Okay, and maybe you didn't really consider them as a love affair or someone that you can do business with, but it seems like they're gonna try again. And the sun is also very optimistic times. It seems like we have both Leo energy. Leo also suggests that in the past, wherever you take charge and you control the outcome, this is actually going to affect your future as well. Okay, so try to find those moments of when you were in control, you were the one giving the orders, you were the one in power. Or maybe if you didn't have any, it seems like you can also tap into the energies of those. Maybe you had a Leo in your past, was strong, powerful, quick to move on, take lessons out of situations, and do not hang up on too much. It seems like you're going to channel their energy, which is going to start to make the opportunities visible to you. Another thing we have here, what you can do at this moment, first of all, walk away from the things that are half done and not being completed and dragging your energy, dragging you down. Walk away from that. That's the first thing that you should do. Energetically, spiritually, mentally, physically. Walk away from that. You have a loyal companion with you, your experiences, also maybe even the people you picked up along the way. Maybe your certain things happen just for you to meet a person, not because of what has happened, just for you to meet a good, loyal friend so you can carry this person to your next adventure. Okay? 8 is a spiritual number. It's a good number. It's the number of material satisfaction. So even if you're feeling like you're walking away from one job to a new endeavor, this can be where the material satisfaction lies. We have 10 of Pentacles, the financial security, long-term stability, focus on your growth, expansion, creating a wealth in your abundance, in your physical reality, and also your internal reality. And we have 5 of Cups here, and focus on the positive, guys. Okay? Like I mentioned here, even if you're walking away from a certain situation and you're feeling sad about it, you're feeling like, oh, I lost 2 cups, 3 cups here spilled. There are 2 cups are full. You have a beautiful stream right there. And if you want to fix the cups, you can fix the cups again. Or you can actually go ahead and make your new cups, okay? And fill those up. So focus on the positive things. Even if those things are not turning out the way you anticipated, you're actually going to find the hidden blessings in there. The future holds a learning experience also. We have 2 8s already. This is the material satisfaction here. You might be stepping into an area of you're not capable. I'm not going to say capable. It's not about capability. It's about familiarity. That's the word that I'm looking for. You're not familiar with this area. This can be also in relationships as well. Maybe you never experienced such a thing before. This might require to reflect back and even also maybe do some research, going back to school, taking a seminar, or finding a mentor. Okay, that can in the future will be actually, you're gonna find these. This is gonna come across. You need to make the conscious decision to work with these energies. So that will actually bring more skilled work, and you're going to create more skilled work, or a relationship even that is emotionally fulfilling. We have a King of Pentacles. This is someone aligning with the resourcefulness you have. This can also be for some of you, someone stable, structured. He's also sitting on a box here, but maybe not really flexible when they're thinking, but who has financial security and prosperity, the Midas touch. Another thing with this person's energy, this doesn't have to be a person, like I said, this can be you embodying the energy of wealth and abundance here. Everything turning out more than you can even anticipate. This is going to be like a wealth, money, resources, abundance, structure, love, because the Ten of Pentacles have the love energy too, that love, romance, and romanticizing your life. Okay, and finally we have the ego, the Capricorn. I saw the Capricorn, I interpret this person as Aries and the Capricorn in your cup. So this can also be a stuckness that you have is keeping you where you are, that in the future, this is a positive side, you're going to be releasing yourself from that illusion. If you are maybe stuck in one area, Sagittarius, you're very creative, you're very adventurous. I don't feel like Sagittarius gets to develop things too much, but it seems like there's something, maybe even the financial part of the life that's got stuck on and it's not flowing, it's not moving no matter what you do. Seems like there's some help coming in. We have an angel right here, the help coming in to unblock that. Okay, and it is coming after the Eight of Pentacles, when you start learning something new, or something starting to find a solution to the problem that you detected. Seems like here, when you focus on the solution, the help will also, from unseen forces, the help will arrive. Okay, now we're going to get to your oracle. We're going to ask 3 questions here. What you need to know, what do you need to do, and what do you need to release? We have here Dragon's Lair. Okay, Dragon's right there. This is your home, guys. Most of the time, if this was some other sign, I wouldn't interpret that way. But this is your home, okay? Because you're the dragon. I feel like Sagittarius are, even though the Archer represents it, I feel the energy that you have some dragon fire in there. Okay, this is what you need to know. This is what you need to do. And this is what you need to release. Oh, peaks of joy. I'm going to look into that because this is something very important here. The dragon layer is your layer here, your home. What you need to know is there's someone actually sleeping under there. Okay, that is hidden. There are 2 others actually maybe doing things behind that you're not really recognizing. I saw them in the cup too. There are 2 people doing things behind the closed doors. What you can do is maybe you can use them for your benefit. You don't have to dwell on, oh, there's something shady going behind the closed doors. It's about knowing that something is going on and being prepared and using them to your advantage when the right time comes. Okay, so knowing that, being aware of that feeling, you're probably feeling the energy, you have deep intuition, you're feeling what's happening there, and become aware of it. Okay, become aware. If there's a person maybe you're trusting, sharing too much, maybe it's a time to not share too much. And also, this is indicative of being that you're always divinely protected no matter what the others are doing. Okay, another thing with the magic stream here, this is what you need to do. Everything is connected through the universal flow of consciousness. So you're always connected with the fabric of reality, where our energy is connected of the things that we attract into our lives. Every experience you have seems to have its own life story with a beginning, a middle, and eventually an end. However, there is danger in seeing events as separate from one another, since in fact they are all part of continuity and a greater evolution. So everything is happening for a reason. Know that. And magic stream kind of reminds me also of being in the flow with the life. Instead of fighting what's coming forward, this is what you need to do. Go with the flow of the currency. Okay? And So the current will actually take you to your heart's desire, the emotional satisfaction here. And what you need to let go, release, is we have the peaks of joy here. So this is something that you will experience at the end. And this is also suggesting that if you are relying too heavily on your material achievements when you assess how happy you are, this can actually cause a stuck energy, because not always we every single day and every moment we experience something material achievements. Another thing is what you can do. You can see small material achievements as success as well. That can actually carry you to the peaks of joy. For example, having a good breakfast, having a coffee in the morning, having water to take a shower. These are small joys, peaks of joy. Not everything has to actually blow your mind up. So if you have that kind of like thinking that I can only be happy when I have massive peaks of joy, maybe it's time to release that, okay? Be alive, be grateful, and know that happiness is an inside job. Okay, let's get to your chakra color here. Let's see. These chakras are energy centers around our bodies, and they actually help us to flow with the energy of life and receive peacefully and give abundantly and receive abundantly as well. So I'm going to pull one for you here today to see if we have any blockages. Is there anything affecting your energy here? And we have the third eye chakra coming with a unity. Okay. This is where you're between your two eyebrows, and it can help you receive divine messages as well. I see the unity and harmony within the polarities that I am experiencing. Polarities are actually like having the peaks of joy, having a good thing happening and a bad thing happening. And it seems like there's a unity in between, like the actually magic stream approves and asserts, it just affirms here. I see the unity and harmony within the polarities that I am experiencing, and choose to align with the center point of balance, harmony, and love for one and all. I'm open to seeing with fresh eyes and more balanced perspective. The truth of this matter lies in between the polarities within which I am resonating. I unite. Okay, I want to take a peek at this one as well, because it is actually like I'm interpreting it in a way that everything happens for a reason, basically. After every darkness, there's going to be a sun shining, and something is going to be aligning. But also, I feel like there's something more here that you need to know. Okay, the unity. Okay, this is about moving out of the harsh ends of polarity now. Okay, if you're believing if everything is like bad or everything is great, if you're at the ends of joy and despair, this is basically telling you to go back into the middle a little bit. It's all there as a vibration to be experienced, and when we are working with one vibration, we usually can perceive and experience the other end of the spectrum too. It is helpful for you now to bring yourself into experiencing a more harmonious vibration, finding the midway or center point of balance where all is possible. Seeing a more balanced perspective brings peace, harmony, and less attachment to our experiences, which ultimately unites us with the energy of vibration of love. When it comes to vibration, there's a scale of emotional scale, which actually I think it's Stephen something Hawking's, I forgot his name, Power versus Force. He has that scale in his book, and when you put it online, you can actually receive the picture of it. So this is suggesting that you cannot really we cannot really stay in one state for a long time. But if you are staying like on a lower vibration or a lower emotion, this is suggesting to maybe just stay in the middle. You don't have to be on the top, you don't have to be on the bottom, but just try to focus on the things that you make feel satisfaction and gratitude. Okay, that's not the highest vibe, by the way. Love is the highest vibe, enlightenment is the highest vibe, love comes after it, joy comes under it. So just, you don't have to just peak to the top, but you can align yourself with the energy of gratitude. Align with the beliefs on the card. Today we have the center point of balance, harmony, and love, and I unite. Today is the day to rise and to stop the fight, the disapproval, the separation. Put your focus on and energy into loving more of what is and being loved. And it also suggests that being the change that you want to see, and the change doesn't have to be massive, just actually speaking your words differently can be the way. Helping someone verbally, mentally, spiritually, if you have material to spare, can be materialistically, okay? Let's see what you should more focus on. We have first the chakra as a third eye chakra, maybe seeing beyond what is seen to you. And also energetically, let's see, we have an eagle. Okay. You will soar towards your destiny with greater clarity and strength when you actually focus more on the unity of life. Okay. Let's see one more here. I want to pull one more. We have the sun and moon. The energy of eternity. Give yourself permission to slow down. Okay, so this is basically extremely clear instructions to how to feel the unity and how to focus on the unity of everything, and everything happens for a good reason, and everything is balanced, and you can rise your vibration. Here is slow down, because give yourself time. Okay, you give yourself permission, because like we have eternity actually to manifest our desires. When you feel that way, what happens is you can pull that eternity closer to you faster. Okay. All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.